Saturn has just ignited the fires of Aries. This isn't just a change of scenery, it's a change of soul-level physics. We are trading the go-with-the-flow vibes of Pisces for the make-it-happen grit of Aries. The universe just hit the start button on a brand new cycle of our lives, and the energy is about to get a whole lot more intense. If you feel like your life has been a bit blurry, confusing, or stuck in a cinematic waiting room lately, get ready. The fog is burning off. Saturn only switches signs every 2.5 to 3 years, so when it happens, it's not just a daily horoscope shift. It's a foundational change in the background music of our lives. We are moving away from the ethereal, emotional, and sometimes chaotic vibes of the last few years, and stepping into something much louder, more direct, and significantly more demanding. Meet your new cosmic coach. To truly grasp the magnitude of this shift, we have to look at the odd couple dynamic happening in the sky right now. Saturn is the strict coach, or the master architect of the solar system. It represents boundaries, responsibility, long-term commitment, and cold, hard reality checks. Saturn doesn't care about your vibes or your excuses. It cares about your infrastructure. It asks, is this sustainable? Have you done the work? Can this withstand a storm? Aries, on the other hand, is the first sign of the zodiac, the infant of the cosmos who wants everything now. It is ruled by Mars. It's brave, impulsive, fast, and fiercely independent. Aries is the spark of fire that says, I am here and I'm going first. When you put them together, you get a very specific kind of friction. Imagine putting a speed limiter on a Ferrari. You have all this go, go, go energy from Aries, but Saturn is sitting in the passenger seat with a clipboard saying, slow down, check your mirrors. Do you have a map? Do you actually have enough fuel to finish the race? Or are you just going to burn out in the first lap? This transit is about disciplined courage. It's not just about being brave for 5 minutes during a crisis. It's about being brave enough to stick with a difficult path for the next 3 years. It's the transition from a sprinting mindset to a marathon mindset. 2. Why this feels so radically different. For the last couple of years, Saturn was hanging out in Pisces. That was a dissolving period. Pisces is the ocean. It has no boundaries. During that time, many of us felt like we were drifting. Rules felt slippery. We dealt with a lot of collective grief, spiritual questioning, and perhaps a bit of mental fog. It was hard to build anything solid because the ground beneath us felt like sand. But as of today, the fog is lifting. Saturn in Aries is a cosmic smelling salt. The universe is essentially saying, the vacation is over, the mourning period is done. It's time to get to work on you. You might feel a sudden, almost uncomfortable urge to get your life together. This isn't the gentle nudge of a New Year's resolution. It's the heavy hand of Saturn demanding that you take a stand. The energy is shifting from, I wish things were different, to I am going to build a reality where things are different. 3. The do-it-yourself era. One of the most profound themes we'll see between now and 2029 is a return to radical self-reliance. Aries is the sign of the self. In Pisces, we were focused on the all, how we connect to everyone else. In Aries, Saturn asks, who are you when you're standing alone? Under this transit, you're going to find that you can't really hide behind groups, institutions, or other people's opinions anymore. If you've been waiting for a lucky break to fall into your lap, or for a mentor to come save you, Saturn in Aries is going to challenge that passivity. This is the era of the solopreneur and the self-made. You can't rely on someday to get fit. Saturn in Aries demands physical discipline. Ownership of finance. Relying on debt or the generosity of others will feel increasingly restrictive. Saturn wants you to build your own bank. Ownership of identity. You are being forced to define yourself by your actions, not just your intentions. It might feel a little lonely at first. Saturn often strips away our crutches to show us that we can actually walk on our own. Don't mistake this solitude for abandonment. The universe is trying to show you how much power you've been giving away to others. 4. the elemental breakdown and how this hits your sign. Everyone is getting a makeover from Saturn, but the flavor of that work depends on your element. Pro tip, check your rising sign first for the most accurate life area prediction. The fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You guys are the VIPs of this transit. You already speak the language of fire, but Saturn is coming to teach you containment. Usually, you're great at the big bang start of a project, but you lose interest when the boring maintenance begins. Aries, this is your Saturn return, or a major identity rebirth. You are maturing at a rapid rate. You're learning that true freedom comes from self-discipline, not just doing whatever you want. Leo, Saturn is asking you to get serious about your beliefs and your long-term visions. Stop performing for the crowd and start building a legacy that lasts after the applause dies down. Sagittarius, it's time to get disciplined about your creativity and your joy. If you have a hobby you want to turn into a career, Saturn will give you the tools, but only if you're willing to treat your play like a profession. The earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you like things to be predictable and safe. Aries energy is anything but. This shift is happening in a more internal psychological way for you. Taurus, you're cleaning out your closet of subconscious fears. It's time to be brave enough to let go of old baggage that no longer serves your security. Virgo, Saturn is highlighting your shared resources and deep transformations. You're being asked to stop overanalyzing and start taking calculated risks with your investments, emotional and financial. Capricorn, your ruler is Saturn. This hits home. You're focusing on your foundations, home, family, and roots. You're being asked to be the warrior for your private life, creating a home base that is actually a fortress of peace. The air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, your social circles and communication styles are getting a massive reality check. Gemini, Saturn is pruning your friend tree. You might realize some connections are shallow. It's time to find a tribe that shares your long-term goals, not just your weekend plans. Libra, this is a major relationship reality check. Saturn is moving through your opposite sign. You're learning to set boundaries with partners. No more people-pleasing at the expense of your own identity. Aquarius, you're getting serious about your local community and your voice. It's time to stop theorizing about change and start taking local, tangible action. Write the book, start the podcast, or lead the neighborhood meeting. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You've spent the last few years in a deep emotional dive. Now, Saturn wants you to put that emotional intelligence into a uniform. Cancer, this is hitting your career and public reputation. You are being asked to step into a leadership role. It's time to stop being the nurturer for everyone else and start being the boss of your own empire. Scorpio, Saturn is in your house of health and daily routines. You need a warrior's schedule. No more emotional eating or sleeping in to avoid reality. Discipline in your daily habits will be your greatest power. Pisces, Saturn just left your sign, so you should feel a sense of relief. Now, it's moving into your money sector. It's time to get very real about your worth. Stop giving your energy away for free and start charging what you're actually worth. 5, managing the Saturn pressure. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Saturn transits can feel heavy. You might feel more tired than usual. You might look in the mirror and see every flaw magnified. You might feel like the world is suddenly testing you at every turn. When the pressure hits, remember, this is diamond-making weather. In physics, pressure is what creates density and strength. Without the pressure of Saturn, we would all just be gas and light, beautiful, but unable to hold a shape. The Saturn strategy. 1. Pick one pillar. Don't try to overhaul your entire life this week. Saturn loves focus. Pick one area, your fitness, your savings account, or one specific project, and commit to it. 2. Embrace the no. Saturn in Aries teaches us the power of a no. Saying no to distractions, no to toxic people, and no to your own laziness is the highest form of self-respect right now. 3. Consistency over intensity. Aries wants to do it all in one day. Saturn says, do 20 minutes every single day for 3 years. The person who does 20 minutes a day will beat the person who does 10 hours once a month, every single time. 6, the historical context, what happened in 1996 to 1998? If you want a clue as to what this transit might bring for you personally, think back, if you're old enough, to the period between 1996 and 1998. That was the last time Saturn was in Aries. What did you start then? What hard lessons did you learn about your independence? Where did you have to grow up suddenly? We are entering a similar cycle, but with a modern twist. In the late 90s, we saw the birth of the new economy and the early days of the digital revolution. Today, in 2026, we are seeing the birth of a new era of human autonomy. With the rise of AI and automation, Saturn in Aries asks, what makes you an irreplaceable individual? The answer to that question is where your success lies over the next 3 years. 7, the warrior's vow. As you navigate this Valentine's Day and the weeks to come, don't just focus on romantic love. Focus on self-respect. Saturn in Aries is the ultimate tough love transit. It's the universe looking you in the eye and saying, I believe in you enough to give you this hard task. Ask yourself, what am I ready to fight for? Because Saturn in Aries won't give you a trophy just for participating. But if you show up, put on your armor, and do the work, it will give you something much better than a trophy. It will give you a version of yourself that is unbreakable. I want to hear from you. We are all in this boot camp together. Do you feel that itch to start something new? Is there a specific area where you feel like the fog has finally lifted? Drop your rising sign in the comments below. Let's look at which house Saturn is moving into for you and map out your Saturn makeover strategy. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to Luna Zodiac. We are going to be tracking this Saturn journey every step of the way until 2029, and I want to make sure you have the roadmap